Hello all, I'm Spokonzaga Pete, and this video is in direct support of Crazy New York Driver, of Joe, and the fact that his criminal harasser and stalker, saboteur, the one man that we know behind the mask who's doing this, who was on TV, Fox News, is committing DMCA fraud, fraudulent copyright claims. He's done it to me. I just got one. He can take whatever he wants on the channels, but all he's doing is building a larger case against him by using illegal means to fight his victims, speaking the truth about his criminal activities, which were originally online fraud, stealth, identity fraud, and new account fraud on eBay, Amazon, everywhere he goes. He deleted most of the videos that promoted his criminal enterprise, the stealth identity fraud criminal enterprise, and he has since tried to go legit at Amazon, but he continues to try to defame his victims and those who know the truth, and what he does as a matter of business is a criminal organization. A one-man, well, it's a three-man criminal organization now. The doctor and the Mr. Pricey Warzy guy who has no idea how stupid he looks. But he knows more than the doctor does. They got nothing. And they tried to side with this guy to maybe get some hype going and maybe get famous. Well, they got infamous, that's for sure. And it's only just begun, because online crime is going to get a real exposure coming up here. And we're going to make an example of these three and the dynamics that they did, and the way that the masked man used them, abused them, and lied to them, then threatened them. So much so that they were actually in denial and said, well, maybe everything he's telling me is the truth. Nuh-uh. They're criminals now because they are accomplices, and they are not only in cahoots, but they're aiding and abetting this man and his intimidation, sabotage, predatory organization now to try to protect and hide their identity fraud racket that is online, using stealth tactics and stealth technology, anonymous technology, in every shape and form, whether it's phone, bank accounts, eBay accounts, post office boxes. It's all a big fraud. PayPal accounts, banking, credit fraud, mail fraud, insurance fraud, you name it. That is what happens when you run online businesses as a matter of a criminal enterprise to defraud people and companies and corporations and the government, and then threaten the people who catch you doing it. And Joe has stood up to this guy, as lots of people, myself, Moomert, Matt, Jason, Neil, all the names, and I'm not leaving anybody out, I'm sorry. There's too many. There's 10 or 15 people, Brian, and now coming in is Cabin, and several others are starting to get more vocal because they see the injustice. And that injustice is caused because people have not done anything. I read comments all the time that say something like, oh, well, I hope it works out, or boy, that sucks. Joe's a great guy, I know it. Hope it works out. Well, do something. Don't just talk about it. Report it. Go online to the FBI or to IC3 especially. Report it to YouTube and Google. Demand on Google forums that they address this person and all of his accounts. And look into the proof and evidence and stop allowing this man to sabotage and defame other good people, his victims, so that he can create doubt about his original criminal enterprise, which was identity fraud online. not just online. Everywhere. The online world is affected by this. Go Google the gross national losses to online crime, the financial losses to online scammers like him, like the masked man, and his other two accomplices. Go look at the amount of money lost online, and it is more now than physical shoplifting at other stores. And the police do nothing. The FBI does nothing. Google, YouTube do nothing. They allow it by just deleting the account and letting the people come back on and continue to threaten everyone who caught them or turned them in. Same with eBay. They just cut the account. They don't report any of the crimes or the losses. When a person has come in and stole fees and maybe hundreds of dollars, they just cut the account, take the losses, and put the more costs on the sellers who are honest. So eBay is actually extorting the sellers to pay for the losses by the criminals, and they don't report those crimes to the police. eBay doesn't report anything. They don't report a thing. And when they do, the police don't do anything. It's online. Deal with it yourself. So, they shoot first and ask questions later. And some people get kicked off wrongly. But it's because the FBI and the police do nothing to uphold the law in the first place online. And it's the public that is having to pay, and that is not safe. Our children are not safe online. Our parents and grandparents are not safe. No one is safe. You've got to protect yourself. But when you get a criminal who hits you from every angle in your online life, like he does to Joe and to lots of other people, the masked man is running a criminal organization of 3 people running a racket of intimidation, threats, sabotage, predatory behavior. They prey on everyone and then demand by threats and all these other accounts that come in sending PMs, pretending to be other people. It's not. It's all him and them. And we can prove it. We have witnesses to the fact that it is him. It doesn't have to be documented. I will swear on the Bible. In a court of law, what I know is true, what I speak is true, and that will happen. And if 10 of us are witnesses to that, we've already proven that in a court of law, witness testimony is as good as any written documentation or video or anything. Look at the Trayvon Martin case. One guy swore and said, you know what? The guy was on top of Zimmerman, attacking, and that was it. Guess what happened? You know what? If 10 of us swear and say, you know what? We know that guy, we know who he is. He was out on TV. Everything that they said is true. I swear it. And there's nothing that he's going to do because all the evidence supports that anyway. And I'm going. Now. This is never going to end now. His fraud and the fact that the authorities are doing nothing and allowing this harm and allowing that to happen to me and especially to Joe and to who knows how many other people out there is a travesty. And I am no longer going to allow this man to cause harm to me and my family or to my friends and their families like he is doing. And if the FBI are going to do nothing, and especially the Canton police are going to sit around and do nothing, then I will. Mark my words. You can get rid of this channel, chuck all you want. File another false fraud, federal fraud, in one of your other cronies' names. I dare you, because you're only going to create more documentation against you. That's all you're doing, like a fool. Hubris will be your undoing and your demise. Socially, you are already in demise. You are already done. Your reputation is sullied and muddied so far because of your own actions over and over and over and over and over and over, and they're still going on. You look like a complete laughingstock to the nation, your family, your country, your state, and your city. Give up, go away, and stop the complete criminal and unethical life that you lead. And I swear what I say is true and what I've seen is true, and everything in my videos that will be back online on this channel or wherever, in the FBI files, to the police, over and over again, until you are done. And Joe can finally have his peaceful life that he earned on YouTube for years. And YouTube won't, and Google will not support the good man. They support the numbers. Well, that has got to stop. Same with eBay, the FBI, and the police. When good people do nothing, evil prevails. But that evil man will no longer prevail. Out.